Hello everyone, my name is Roger and my channel is Roger's World and Adventures. You may already know that, I don't know. And if you don't, you will. Okay, I'm having a chat today with my good friend Frankie. He also has a channel which is just under his name, Frankie Clinton. He's lucky there because there are not that many Frankie Clinton on YouTube. So it's very easy to find him. And then
Well, watch it now. There'll be loads now, those. There'll be loads. There'll be a list.
Anyway, so that's good. So we would like to talk today about why life matters, and it's been a topic. It's been a very hot topic on the media, obviously. Why life matters. Okay, there was a movement, as we know, the BLM movement, Black Lives Matters, and obviously Black Lives Matters. To me, there is no doubt about that. Every life matters. Every single life matters. And that's what is important. And I think the humanity as a whole need to accept that, I think, why life matters. Because how can we actually smooth things out between different races, between different people, different way of thinking and stuff like that. So why and how? Why life matters? So Frankie, over to you. What can you say about this?
Hi, Roger. Hello, my good friend. Great start. Yeah, why life matters. It's great, isn't it? We have these movements, what you talked about, very important movements, but in general, yeah, life is very precious, isn't it, Roger?
Life is very precious.
Even
I agree with you, yeah.
Just a little spider, Roger. That has life.
Yeah.
Are we thinking that deep? Are we thinking that broadly about why life really matters? And we kill things, don't we? Or people kill things. I tend not to do it now as I get older. When I was young, when you're not that wise, you take everything for granted. You don't realise that maybe a little spider or an ant or a butterfly or a wasp or a bee.
A bee.
That's life.
Yeah, that's life.
Everything functions in this life for a reason, doesn't it, Roger? Because it wouldn't be here. So everything functions in our life for a reason. That's why it has life.
Absolutely. I mean, for example, I've got a cat. She's not around now. She's somewhere upstairs. And she's a funny little thing. She's full of energy. She escaped through the window the other night. It was quite funny because it's so narrow. Only cats can go through that. It's only the size of my two fingers and and I haven't got big hands. So God knows how she did that, but she did it. And funny enough, today I wanted to open the door. I opened the door and she wouldn't go out. So she's still an indoor cat. But it's important because since I've been living alone, it's bringing some kind of balance in my life. And so that cat has a bigger role than she probably think herself she has in my life. Yeah. And
Roger,
yeah.
a cat has 9 lives.
Yeah. And
wow.
I can borrow.
If you're in there, one of them lives, is that right, Roger?
She's got 9 lives, and that's great. Yeah. And I borrow some of her lives to put in some of mine. So I'll have
yeah, you can share it. Lives.
I'll have 4. I leave 5 for I take 4 lives. It'll be all right. Yeah. And but I think that's it's important that we are able to have to life matters, yeah, and every single life, because there will be no equilibrium otherwise. There will be no balance.
Exactly, Roger.
Exactly. Yeah, if there was no bees, for example, on this planet, I don't think there would be anything here. I don't know why. I know I've heard it, and I'm sure a lot of viewers will have heard about it, and especially the scientists. I'm not a scientist, you probably guessed anyway, because otherwise I would have. But yeah, everything matters, because then if it becomes unbalanced, it creates all sorts of problems. If it becomes unbalanced between human beings, for example, because we don't accept somebody else's view, because we don't accept somebody else's color, because we don't accept somebody else's behavior and how they behave and how they communicate in their own civilization and all that. If we don't accept that, it's going to create conflict. It's bound to create conflict. To be able to accept other people's views. We need to be able to accept how they live. And if we don't agree with it, but we don't have to live with them. We don't to live with, when I say with them, like them. You know, it's important. So, for example, like even between France and in this country, now obviously because of COVID-19, even between France and the UK, there are different habits. But because of COVID-19, for example, even though we kiss each other in France more than we do here, when we greet people and all that. So, for example, when I went to just quick example, when I went to France last week, I saw my dad. No, last week, a couple of weeks ago now. My dad, my brother, his wife, etc. Then we kissed each other. COVID or no COVID, we just kissed each other on the cheek, obviously. Yeah, 2 times. Some people is 3 times. But this kind of greetings starting to disappear a little bit, to fade away because of the pandemic situation, because of the social distancing, which again is different in France than it is here. But that's another topic altogether. Okay, so okay, but that could also shape some of the way, some of our culture and how we behave in our culture. It's changing all the time, over time, isn't it? So a pandemic like that is having a tremendous effect, not just only on the economy, but also on the mental health of people. Yeah. And also on the culture itself, I would say, even on the culture itself, because when people, because of the pandemic and the social distancing, people are not kissing each other as much in France, unless with some family. Yeah, but otherwise, it's just going away. But in this country, when I first came, people very rarely do it compared to what we do on the continent. But I think it's going to be more or less the same now because of this pandemic thing. So I think a pandemic or whatever illness is having an effect, not just on the health of the people, but on the economy of the country, and as a knock-on effect on the mental health, but also as a knock-on effect, for me anyway, on the culture itself and how we behave is going to shape us.
It's interesting. What's going to shape us, Jose, is that we just don't lose it. We never lose that communication, that contact. We know that we're in a serious issue with COVID-19, but it shouldn't change how we feel about each other.
Oh no, it shouldn't change how we feel about each
We
other.
have to be careful what we do, Roger, in the contact we make. But we can be very tactful and be very subtle in what we do.
Yeah.
That's really important, just to be very subtle in what we do. Because people know that we love each other and we love people. And we'll express that in our own ways, whether it's non-verbal language, or through verbal language, or through eye contact, or just blowing a kiss. You know, that's really good as well to connect to people's lives. You know, just blow a kiss or just wave or just, you know, put your hand on your heart to say that I'm thinking of you with all my heart. You know, there's all different ways to communicate and to contact people.
That's true. Yeah? There is a lot of, like now, we're just talking via Zoom. Yeah, so that's another way to communicate. Yeah, and so that's good. So I think modern technology can be used in a positive way, like having chat rooms or Zoom video calls and all that. And so life matters, but life also, generally speaking, so we need a balance, because otherwise, and even with nature, that's again, that could be the topic of a full video about climate change, definitely. So I don't think we'll have time today for just that. But it's so important that we are in harmony with our environment, and if we're not, it creates disasters, as we can see all the time. The glacier and the are melting, you know, and it's not very good news. And I think we need to learn. We need to learn to live in harmony with the rest of the environment and the other people we are living with. So wildlife matters, because we need a balance. Okay, and if there is no balance, yeah, it's like a scale. Let's have a scale like that. So let's just imagine this telephone is a scale. We put 10 kilo on one side and 10 kilo on the other side. It's going to stay in equilibrium. But if suddenly I take 5 kilos off one side, it's going to go like that. I think that's what's happening as well with nature.
Very clever, day.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's assume here on the left side of this telephone here, okay, we got the humanity, the human race, and the other side we got nature. And then we remove from nature what keeps us all in balance and all in harmony.
And all in health, yeah, and all in the universe.
And then it's going to go like that, isn't it? And then so after, so something is going to be lost, and a lot of people are going to suffer, unfortunately, including us, even in the because the climate is changing. But as I said, we can divert to another video for that at some point. So wildlife matters quite simply because we need a balance. It needs to be in equilibrium and stuff like that. It needs to be in harmony. Otherwise, if something is, otherwise it just goes off balance, isn't it?
I just feel, Roger, that everything, if people see that everything functions in this life for a purpose, from even ants to spiders to mice to rats, they all have a purpose in this life to be here. They all function for something in this life.
Yeah, there is a purpose for
something up.
Yeah.
But they all create value in their own little ways to help us as human beings, to help the planet to function.
Yeah.
So that's really important, isn't it, Rosie?
Absolutely. So my cat is creating value in my life. She might, as I said earlier, she probably doesn't know it, but she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but also I think, and how with other human beings. So wildlife matters. Life matters because it brings balance in our life. And how do we make sure that we can smooth things out with the other human beings? And for me, it's about acceptance, about being tolerant, and also about respect. Accept that there are other people who may think differently than we do. Okay. Be tolerant about their religious belief, for example. That might not be your religious belief. Okay. And respect people for what they are. And if we disagree, we just agree to disagree. Yeah. And then I think so that's important. So we know why life matters, because we need this balance and how to smooth things out between human beings. So for me, acceptance, tolerance, and respect. And my little life over there, she's coming to the door.
Yeah. Very important words, yeah.
Pardon? Oh, that was a little
bit. Very important words, yeah. What we need to use.
Very.
Regular. 3 very important words, what we need to use regular and think about in our lives, which is important.
Yeah. And I would also say we need to learn to communicate properly. Yeah.
Communication's what you need, isn't it, Roger?
Yeah.
Everybody needs communication. Let's not lose that.
No, let's not do that. Okay, guys. So, wildlife matters. I said it 3 times already. We know why, because we need a balance. And how do we make that balance right between human beings? I would say being acceptance, tolerance, and respect. So if you like this kind of video, if you want to find out more about other videos I have made and Frankie has made, do not hesitate to go onto Roger's World and Adventures. Do not hesitate to go on Frankie Clinton's YouTube channel as well. And do not forget to press that little bell so to get notifications for your videos so you don't miss any. Thank you. Bye for now.